This person who is staying in your house is an imposter. The name is already written in a hidden file, and the truth they are keeping from you is dangerous. Archangel Michael says, you must find out before they take something you can't get back. My dear child, if you believe in God, start this video and watch it completely. Something has been happening right under your nose. The signs were subtle, but they were there, quietly unfolding in the corners of your home. There is someone living in your space who isn't who they claim to be. They wear a smile, but behind closed doors. They are watching your every move with eyes that don't carry love but calculation. Your heart carries secret, and their hands are not as clean as they seem. Archangel Michael says, this person was planted. Not by accident, and not by fate, but by a hidden agenda you have yet to discover. You invited them in with trust, but they walk in with lies. There is a file somewhere in your space that contains the truth. It may look like nothing, buried between paperwork, or hidden in a device, but within it is the proof you didn't know you needed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You've likely felt it already. At tension, at unease. The way your peace suddenly feels heavy, like a presence that no longer belongs. The energy in your own home is shifting. Objects are being moved. Conversations feel staged. Something about them isn't aligning, and deep down, you feel it. They are not here for your good. They are waiting for something. Watching closely, pretending to care, but every kind gesture has another motive behind it. Comment, I feel this shift if your heart knows this message is exposing something real. This is not paranoia, this is protection. Type Amen to get blessing 440. This person has been taking notes. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. They've memorized your habits, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your boundaries. They know what makes you laugh. They know what makes you cry. But most dangerously, they know what you cherish most. And that's exactly what they are targeting. Not your money, not your food, but something you can never get back if taken. Archangel Michael says, their time in your home is nearly up. But you must act with discernment, not panic. Because what they are planning to take is deeper than anything physical. Type Amen to get blessing 527. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. At first they seemed helpful, present, supportive. They listened, asked questions, and inserted themselves into your routines as if they belonged. But lately, there have been glitches in their behavior. Moments of silence when you enter the room. Huddy calls, locked phones, excuses that don't add up. You weren't meant to ignore those signs. You were meant to investigate quietly. Because what they are hiding is linked to something you once shared in confidence. There's something about your past that connects to their presence. And they've been feeding off your trust to get closer to it. Type Amen to get blessing 616. You didn't suspect them at first because they disguised themselves well. They knew what to say, how to behave, what pain to pretend to understand. They mirrored your emotions. They studied your fears. And now they think they've blended in perfectly. But their mistake was underestimating your spirit. Because your intuition is not silent, it's roaring. And you're now beginning to hear what they've been trying to hide. Comment, I hear the truth now if this aligns with what you've recently felt. Because the moment of exposure is coming faster than they expected. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There is a moment soon where something will fall out, literally or figuratively. A phone left unlocked. A note left behind. A conversation you overhear that wasn't meant for your ears. And when it happens, don't look away. That is your confirmation. The truth is about to reveal itself. They are connected to someone else. Someone outside your home. Someone they report back to, even if they pretend to be isolated. This isn't just deception, it's coordination. Their plan was layered. And the moment you confront it, everything they built will begin to collapse. Type amen to get blessing 812. There's a name that's going to resurface. A name you haven't heard in a while. A name that once brought confusion, or chaos, or mistrust. That name is linked to the file. And that file contains the real identity of this person staying with you. Whether it's their intention, background, or their real motive, it's all there. They may have changed their appearance, their voice, their version of the story, but their energy can't lie forever. Archangel Michael says, your home is sacred, and the moment you recognize the intruder, you will reclaim your peace. Type amen to get blessing 999. Be cautious of what they say in moments of vulnerability. They use emotion as a weapon, tears as camouflage, kindness as a trap. Don't reveal your plans too early. You must move quietly, with divine guidance. Because the moment they sense you're onto them, they may try to vanish with something critical. This is not the time to confront with anger, it's time to collect the truth with strategy. Your safety lies in your silence for now. Comment, I move with wisdom. If you understand that not everything needs to be shouted. Some battles are won in stillness. Type amen to get blessing 1001. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. They've grown too comfortable in your space, leaving their mark, claiming authority. But this was never their home, it was a sanctuary they invaded. You gave them shelter, but they were searching for control. They wanted access to something you didn't even know you had. A connection, a possession, a secret. A hidden file, it exists. Whether on paper, screen, or memory, it contains their real intent. And it will fall into your hands at the appointed time. And when it does, your eyes will open wide to the depth of the betrayal. Type amen to get blessing 1117. Do not feel guilt for investigating. This isn't about suspicion. This is about survival. You are being warned now because the window to act is short. Their plan is nearly at its climax. They've been patient, but their true self can't stay buried much longer. Their mask is slipping. Soon, their words will stumble. Their stories will conflict. And someone else close to you may accidentally expose them. You are not alone in this. Heaven has dispatched angels to your home, and they are circling the imposter right now. Type amen to get blessing 1212. There's something missing already, isn't there? A document, an object, a small thing you thought you misplaced, but it wasn't lost, it was moved by them to test your attention, to test your memory. They wanted to see if you'd notice. And now that you did, they're worried. Because your awareness is rising. Comment, my eyes are open if you're beginning to connect the dots. You were never blind, you were being patient. Type amen to get blessing 1313. You will see it soon in their eyes. A flicker of fear. A twitch of hesitation. A shift in tone. They'll ask you questions they should know the answers to. Mention people you never introduced them to. And then, it will hit you, it was never random. Their connection to your life runs deeper than coincidence. Someone from your past may have sent them. Or maybe, they're returning from a different identity altogether. But this time, they won't succeed. Because you are not the same. You are stronger, sharper, and spiritually shielded. Type amen to get blessing 1444. Archangel Michael says, the moment is near when the entire truth will be exposed. And when it does, it will shock not just you but those around you who trusted them too. This isn't about revenge. It's about revelation. The light is coming to uncover what's been working in the dark. Let your home be restored. Let your mind be clear. And let your authority rise again within your own walls. You were never the victim. You are the vessel. And that's why this imposter must go. Type amen to get blessing 1505. They may try to leave quietly when they feel the heat. But even in their departure, you will gain clarity. The evidence they leave behind will speak volumes. Don't chase them. Don't beg for the truth. It's coming to you on its own, and it will be louder than anything they could say. Your peace is returning. Your spirit is lifting. And your home will be free again. They came in like a shadow, but they will leave like smoke vanishing, unable to stay in the light you now carry. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There is still a hidden trail they left behind. Little mistakes, small clues, pieces of truth disguised as everyday behavior. You've seen them glance at your things when they thought you weren't looking. You've heard them whispering when you walked into the room. These aren't coincidences, they are warnings. They've used your kindness as a disguise. But that kindness is no longer a weakness. It is your weapon now. Comment I see through the disguise if your spirit is catching the rhythm of this message. Your discernment is rising like fire in your chest. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Soon, you will discover a name they tried to erase. A name you've forgotten, but it is connected to your current storm. That name is the root of the lie they are living inside your house. They erased parts of their identity to get close. They wore a false title. They mirrored a false role. But underneath it all they have been planning to take something sacred. Not money, not fame, but your spiritual inheritance, your divine opportunity, your peace. They think you don't see it, but the veil is lifting and their time is expiring. Type Amen to get blessing 1811. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. There will be an object you find in the coming days. A notebook, a piece of mail, a password, something that doesn't belong to you but reveals everything about them. When you hold it, you'll feel the confirmation. It will all plague. Their name, their mission, your lies. You must not react emotionally. You must act spiritually. Because what's coming next will require strength, not anger. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid. You are not alone in this exposure. The angels are surrounding you even now. Type Amen to get blessing 1900. They are not just any person. They were placed with intention. Someone sent them to gain access to your light. Someone who envies what you carry. They were not strong enough to destroy you, so they sent someone to distract you. And that's what this imposter has been doing, stealing your focus while pretending to offer help. But their plan is breaking down. Every lie is unraveling. Every disguise is cracking. And you, dear soul, are finally seeing it all for what it is. Truth never hides for long, it always finds a way through. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. Their next move will be subtle. They will suddenly become distant, distracted, or overly kind. It's a mask. They are nervous. They sense the shift. They know you're waking up spiritually. They feel the power returning to your voice, your presence, your space. And they are not ready for the storm that's coming from heaven on your behalf. You were once quiet about your boundaries. But now, those boundaries are made of fire. And no false energy can survive in that blaze. Comment my boundaries are fire if you are reclaiming your home, your space, your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You may experience emotional flashbacks. Sudden moments where their words repeat in your head. That's not coincidence. That's your intuition revisiting what it missed before. Every lie is replaying for a reason. Every excuse is now sounding like an alarm. Because truth is echoing, louder than ever. They thought they could gaslight you, make you question yourself. But now, every spiritual gift inside you is activated. You are not confused. You are awakening. And the awakening will bring you justice. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Do not warn them. Do not announce what you know. Let them feel the silence of your distance. That silence is powerful. They will sense something is wrong, and they will panic. That panic will lead them to make mistakes, and those mistakes will reveal even more. The file they hid will fall, the name they used will slip, and the mask will break without you even needing to say a word. This is divine justice in motion, and you are watching it with spiritual eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 2303. When they finally walk out of your home, you will feel the shift immediately. The air will feel lighter. The noise in your mind will go quiet. The heaviness will lift. You'll realize how long they've been draining your peace, how long your spirit has been carrying someone else's energy, and the freedom will feel like rebirth. Don't look back. Don't second guess. You didn't lose someone, you removed a threat. They were never aligned with your path. They only came to distract you from it. But now, you're back on track. Type Amen to get blessing 2440. They might try to leave behind a piece of themselves. An item. A letter. Something small, meant to haunt your memory. Don't touch it. Don't keep it. Burn it spiritually. Cleanse your space and reclaim every room. Your home is holy ground. It's not a shelter for snakes. It's a palace for your purpose. Comment, my home is protected if you are ready to remove every spiritual parasite from your life. The time of infiltration is over. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. You will begin to notice blessings return quickly once they're gone. Things that were stuck will flow again. Opportunities that paused will knock again. People who ghosted will reach out again. That's how you'll know they were the blockage. Their presence was spiritual pollution. But now the air is clear. Archangel Michael says, you must not feel pity. You must protect your destiny. What they were about to take, they can never get back. You are too close to elevation for this delay to linger. It's time to rise again, uninhibited, unchained. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. There is someone new coming to replace what was lost. But this time, the energy will feel different. You won't feel drained, you'll feel filled. Your peace will stay. Your light will shine uninterrupted. And you'll sleep deeper than you have in years. Because the imposter hath been removed. And your spiritual house has been restored. The restoration will be loud, obvious, beautiful, and it will begin the moment the door closes behind them. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. They didn't just want access to your belongings. They wanted access to your destiny. That's why their eyes were always watching, their ears always open, even when they pretended not to care. Every time you spoke your dreams out loud, they listened. Every time you mentioned a plan, they mentally took note. They weren't just living under your roof, they were living in your future before it even arrived. But they made one mistake. They underestimated the power of your divine protection. They didn't realize that heaven hears the whispers made in darkness. And now, their time is up. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. You'll feel the shift in the hours before they leave. Your spirit will feel lighter. The corners of your home will feel peaceful again. The tension will drain like water. The shadows will lift. And even your body will feel less tired. Because spiritual thieves leave residue. And once they're gone, your energy will finally return. It's not just freedom, it's restoration. Comment, my energy is returning if your body and soul are ready to feel whole again. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They once thought you were naive. They laughed at how open you were, how trusting, how forgiving. But that softness is your strength. That grace is your armor. And that's why heaven fights for you so fiercely. Your tears did not fall in vain. They watered the roots of your wisdom. And now, that wisdom is guiding you straight into truth. Archangel Michael says, you will never be fooled by this kind of spirit again. Because now, you've seen its face. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You are not the same person who opened your door to them. You've evolved. You've grown. You've outgrown every trap they tried to place. Your influence has broken. Your hold has dissolved. And your spiritual gates are sealed. No more access. No more deception. No more spiritual leakage. They tried to use your hospitality against you. But what they didn't know was that heaven had already marked your space as sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The dreams you had that confused you, they were warnings. The restlessness, it was spiritual alarm bells. Now that you've heard the message fully, your senses will be sharper. You'll spot imposters instantly. You'll feel false energy before it enters the room. Because your discernment is now a weapon. Your silence is now a shield. And your spirit is now untouchable. Comment, my spirit is untouchable if you feel yourself becoming stronger by the hour. Type Amen to get blessing 3221. You were once the hunted. Now you are the watchtower. Nothing enters your space without spiritual clearance. Nothing hidden stays hidden for long. The file they tried to hide is just the beginning. More truths are coming. More layers are peeling back. And you will watch calmly. With peace. With wisdom. Knowing that nothing formed against you will survive this light. The imposter will become their own undoing. And you won't have to lift a single finger, just keep walking in truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3344. Their next phase will be denial. Refuses. Even tears. They will try to rewrite the story. Don't entertain it. Don't fall into the trap. Their words are empty. Their intentions were never pure. You've already seen too much. You've already heard too much. And most importantly, your soul already knows the full truth. Archangel Michael says, what they tried to steal will now be returned to you sevenfold. Because what's divine cannot be stolen. Type Amen to get blessing 3456. The peace that is entering your home now will shock you. The stillness. The calm. The way your mind stops racing at night. That is your confirmation. That is your reward. And that is only the beginning. Because once the wrong presence leaves, the right presence enters. And what's coming next will heal every wound the imposter created. Your home will be filled with light. Your purpose will accelerate. And your joy will become permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 3533. You may still have moments of confusion, trying to understand why this happened. But don't stay there. This wasn't your fault. They came because you were glowing. They stayed because your energy was powerful. But now, their energy no longer matches yours. Release the blame. Release the guilt. And rise. Because from this moment forward you are walking in a protected realm. Type Amen to get blessing 3666. Let them speak lies. Let them twist stories. Let them try to paint you as wrong. None of it will work. Because you are covered. Every lie they speak will fall to the ground. And truth will always stand taller. You have spiritual witnesses. Angelic protection. And the favor of divine timing. Their schemes are exposed. Their name is written. Their file is opened. And you, child of light, are now untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. They might try one final trick. One final lie. One last desperate attempt to keep your eyes shut. But it won't work anymore. The veil is gone. The truth has made itself at home inside your spirit. They can feel your energy pulling back. They can feel the wall building between you and them. And deep down they know they've been exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. They never imagined you would spiritually awaken like this. They thought you'd remain confused, soft, forgiving, forever unaware. But you are no longer asleep. Every room they walked in with hidden motives is now filled with light. Every whisper they made behind closed doors is now echoing into the open. You've crossed into revelation. And once revelation enters a space, there is no more hiding. Nothing survives in the dark anymore. Comment the light is stronger than their lies if your spirit feels this shift happening. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. They'll notice how you stop sharing certain things. How you speak less. How you smile less. They'll feel your silence louder than any words. That's when the fear will kick in. Because they'll realize that the one person they tried to manipulate has now become the storm they can't escape. You won't need to shout. You won't need to explain. Just your presence alone will carry the weight of divine confrontation. Archangel Michael says, this imposter must leave before they cross a line they cannot return from. You're being protected from what was meant to break you. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Once they walk out of your home for the final time, watch what happens. The very next day, blessings will fall into your lap. Delayed answers will find you. Phone calls, confirmations, opportunities. Doors that were stuck will swing wide open. That was never coincidence. That was God waiting until the contamination was clear. Your home needed to be clean again. Now that it is, watch how favor flows like never before. Watch how fast peace fills every corner. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You'll begin to feel it in your body too. The stress you were blaming on work or relationships, it wasn't any of that. It was their presence. Your energy sat heavy in the air, like smoke, like mold, lingering and infecting your joy. But now, healing is beginning. Deep healing. Divine healing. And it starts with the exit of the one who brought darkness in. You're going to sleep better. Laugh louder. Wake up with clarity and power again. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. They never knew that their plan was actually positioning you for promotion. What they meant to steal, God is now multiplying. Your wisdom has tripled. Your fire has returned. Your eyes have become sharper than ever. Comment, I'm stepping into my reward if you know in your soul that their exit is only the beginning of your elevation. You've passed the test. You saw the signs. You followed the divine whispers. And now, everything stolen will be restored. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. The false peace they pretended to carry can no longer fool you. Because now you've tasted real peace, real safety, real divine protection. You don't need to announce their betrayal to everyone. Their actions will do that for you. The people who once defended them will soon apologize to you. The truth has a way of wrapping around everyone, eventually. Let it unfold naturally. Low drama. Low revenge. Just truth. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This was never about the person, it was about the lesson. And now you've learned it. With grace. With power. With spiritual vision. You now know how to protect your space. Your boundaries. Your spirit. And most importantly, you know that you are divinely watched over, always. Even when it felt like you were alone. Archangel Michael says, your home has been cleared, and your destiny has been unblocked. Now watch how fast you rise. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. You will no longer attract fakes. Because now, your frequency is too high. Only the aligned will find their way to your door. And when they do, you'll know. Instantly. Because your soul won't question it. Everything moving forward will come with peace, not pressure. With clarity, not confusion. with harmony, not chaos. You've earned this level of discernment, and no one can take it from you. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20.